Hi, welcome to fulldisclosure.news. Today is March 23rd, 2024, and we are talking about why the skepticism with the NAZCA mummies. A couple of days ago, a channel that we would like to recommend, at least for people that can listen to videos in Spanish. We would like to recommend a channel that's called, in Spanish, of course, it's called Rekete Tridactilas. This would mean something like very tridactyls, referring to the Nazca mummies. This channel just uploaded, like I said a couple of days ago, a video that is an hour and 9 minutes long and very, very well researched. And this video will give you basically a timeline of what officers from the Peruvian government have been doing since 2017, when the first group of mummies from NAZCA were revealed by the group that went to Peru to study them. The first group that was gathered by the video platform called Gaia. So for people that wants to take a look at this video, you can also turn on the closed captions and choose the auto translation from Google if you want to read the closed captions. That that auto translation is not perfect, but at least will give you an idea. But this video is great because it describes the desperation from Peruvian government officers. Desperation that with facts and all the dates you can tell, and the video is very, very good at it. And also it's very entertaining. You will probably find a lot of entertainment or production value, like some people call it. There's a lot of clips that make it very entertaining, very funny, but all the information presented on it is really, really good and very, very well researched, and everything can be found on the link on the video description. And thanks to this video, we have learned a lot about what the Peruvian government officers have been doing, with the help of course, mainstream media in Peru, trying to discredit the findings, creating a smear campaign against these bodies. And the main characters on this video, the people that is starring the video are mainly the scientists that have been presenting what we would call archaeology reports, like Flavio Estrada, who we see here, have been presenting like archaeology reports regarding the findings or analysis that, according to his report, were done on the bodies, but he never took samples from the actual Nazca mummies. He took samples from who knows what, and we have seen inconsistencies as well, because his archaeology report, for example, the first one he presented in public was dated August 3rd, 2017. And his report was based on two other reports that were analysis from labs, from other agencies, Peruvian government agencies. But those analyses One was from August 28th, 2017, and the other one was from October 6th, 2017. So how come he presented on August 3rd a report based on analysis that were done later that same year? It doesn't make sense, you know. And also, it doesn't make sense that they did these reports based on the little dolls that they took as part of the NAZCA mummies, and they were not. They were like ritual pieces or, you know, souvenirs. What? Who knows where they got them from? Apparently from an airport. Apparently, like I said on previous videos, the person that got him or that made him even confessed that he made those and they were not part of the NAZCA mummies. And as you can see here, you know, the difference in the size is telling as well. The real NAZCA mummies, the small ones at least, are like 60 centimeters long, and the ones the Peruvian government officers used to present their fake reports, those little dolls were like 25 centimeters only. So there's a lot of inconsistencies. This person we see here on the right, that's called, his name is Ernesto Avalos Cordero. He was one of the ones that did some of the analysis in on this specific day where they did some kind of conference at a university in Peru. They said that his reports found that the samples they took said that his report said that they were fake, but he never took samples from the actual bodies that are at the University of Ica. And you know, he even was talking at this specific conference that they found also some kind of, I think he mentioned some kind of semen on the actual samples that they were studying. And he mentioned this by saying that their equipment is so accurate that somebody that was helping them with the analysis apparently went to the bathroom, and when this person came back, he might have not washed his hands. So that's why the equipment found like semen on it. And also on his report, one of the findings was like there was like pubic hair on the samples. So how can one take their analysis seriously when they don't even take care of their hands after they go to the bathroom? And little details like these, you know. There are a lot more information on the video from Rekete Tridactilas. And we recommend people that subscribe and watch this video. It's an hour and 9 minutes long, like I said, and it's it's really worth if you want to know all the details about the corruption that is apparently trying to discredit these findings. And one of the possible explanations that we could try to speculate on why the skepticism could be that if you think about these kind of findings, is very well known by the public in general, not just in Peru but around the world, that there's a black market for these kind of findings, not just mummies or other ancient artifacts, but all kinds of things that can be found on ruins, ancient ruins. There are a lot of wealthy people, or who knows, even maybe some government institutions or agencies that might be interested in get their hands on them, buy them for a lot of money. And the only thing that I can speculate on is that maybe, just maybe, there are some corrupt people in the Peruvian government that is trying to discredit this because they want to seize them, they want to take them and try to sell them under the table to the international black market, for people that is willing to pay, who knows, maybe thousands, hundreds of thousands, or maybe even millions of dollars. And they might even, I would say, they would either end up on a private collection, or, from some wealthy people, or they might end up on some kind of institution or agency of an offshore government. And after that, we will never know, and we will never be able to find out what were these beings and what is our real past, the real history of humanity on Earth. That's the main thing. And of course, who knows how many bodies like these are already in private collections in the black market. Who knows how many of these are even being used in private rituals, ceremonies. Who knows what people do with these, or maybe they do some kind of experiments, DNA experiments, who knows. But the fact that there is a black market for this kind of ancient bodies or artifacts, or all kinds of objects from ancient civilizations, can give us some kind of possible answer of why a government would try to discredit these kind of findings, and would even influence Congress people to avoid creating a law to protect this as a cultural patrimony for a nation like Peru. The people of Peru and the people of especially the area where they were found, they deserve to know the truth. They deserve to have a special museum to show this to the world. They deserve to have, all the tourism that this might generate. But no, instead of that, the government tries to create a smear campaign, tries to take down whoever speaks about the mummies, and tries to discredit whoever does real science on the mummies, and and probably even pay some people to try to create this smear campaign. One of the things that we learned from the video made by Rekete Tridactilas was that Flavio Estrada, apparently 1 month last year, I think it was December, I'm not sure, as a public officer, he was supposed to get only one salary plus an extra salary that by law Peruvian employees get on the month of December. But that month he got 9 salaries and 9 extra salaries on top of that. a total of 18 salaries. And then in January, he did his conference where he presented his results to the press. And on this conference, Joyce Mantilla, the Peruvian journalist, right at the end, he was able to make a question. He asked Flavio Estrada, did you actually take samples? Or the exact question was, whatever you study to present those results that you have talked about, are those the same objects that are at the University of Ica? So basically he was asking him, have you taken samples from the actual bodies at the University of Ica? And the only answer that Flavio Estrada gave was, Joyce Mantilla, you're a clown. That was his answer. He never answered the question. He cannot answer the question because he never took samples from the actual bodies. He did all his fake reports based on who knows what kind of dolls from who knows from an artisan, from a souvenir shop at an airport, who knows. But he never took samples from the actual bodies. And we could do the same with any person that says the mummies are fake, because so far, everyone that said the mummies are fake, they have never taken actual samples from the bodies. And that's the only question we need to make. If somebody says they're fake, the question should be, have you taken samples from the actual body? If the answer is no, or there's no answer, then we can ignore that person, because we cannot reach the truth if whoever tells you they're fake have never taken samples from the actual bodies. So that's all I wanted to share with you this time. I will keep on reporting about this. It's very interesting. Today, I just noticed that Joyce Mantilla apparently did a press conference at the University of Ica. He showed that on a post a few minutes ago. I was checking his YouTube, his Facebook post, and he mentioned there that there was some kind of pressure on the Ica, on the Ica administration, the municipality of Ica. There was some kind of pressure to make them stop the press conference. He said that the people that were organizing the event, they mentioned that at the end of the event, apparently some kind of officers from the Ministry of Culture from Peru, the ones that are based in Ica, they tried to boycott this cultural event, and apparently they were not successful. The event was carried out normally. We see Joyce there talking to the people that was present and interested in this kind of information. And that's what we need to have. We need to have a discussion. We need to learn what the people that have the actual information on the bodies, we need to have all that, because that's the only way we can reach the truth. We can know what are really these beings. Like I said, we will keep reporting regarding this case. It's very interesting because, especially because of the all the skeptics that are showing up. And what's even funnier for me, it's the corruption that it's showing up on all these Peruvian government officers that are trying to discredit these findings when they are actually true. We'll see what happens in the future, but as more bodies are revealed, and I think we will find more bodies in the future, we will see more. And as the real scientists take samples and we see all the results, the real results, whoever wants DNA analysis, like I said before, go to the-alien-project.com. That's the website that Thierry Jamin helped create with his friends from France. And all this information is on that website. You will see a lot of reports, actual scientific reports and DNA results from all the bodies that were found before the last two that Joyce and Jaime Maussan presented. All the information is there. A lot of X-rays, videos, DNA results, carbon-14 results. All that information is there based on reports from different labs in different parts of the world, scientists from different parts of the world too, Russian scientists, Mexican scientists, Peruvian scientists, American scientists. This is very important, not just for Peru, but for the whole world. We'll keep on reporting on this. That's all for now. I'm signing out. And we'll see you on the next video. Over and out.